Oh. Is there supposed to be a button or something here? Because this just feels like someone wanted to make different characters. I guess no one will ever know. Is my bitrate doing all right? Is the real question, because I recall that once it was a bit of a pickle, bit of a pepper pickle. Just keep that in sight so I can always see it. There you go. Big. Not even a Primarch. Well, that Primarch's a loser. He's a loser. Because I made it through this without like too much difficulty. Yeah, we know.
Nothing.
You know, you need a big man with a big sword to take care of your big problems for you. They're actually moderately sized problems with a couple of big ones thrown in for sports. There you go. Give me a moment. Un momento. Oink. Oink. Angus Dangus. A little bit of Changus Bangus. Acquire medical item to administer aid. Careful, dude. Sir. Sir, I'm trying to... I'm not gonna remember all the secrets, even though I just completed this LP like a few days ago. Make of that what you wish. A little bit of Hangus Mangus, a little bit of Jangus Bangus. A little bit of Dangus Kangus. A little bit of Changus Bangus. Who needs a gun when you've got a sword? There we go. One. The melter gun, which you're not gonna get until chapter 2 because we make the video game like we make the Doom. It's not gonna show up until chapter 2. Hey Jim. Hi Jim. I love how he blows himself up and takes out all of my contempt. That was just for posterity's sake. I hate plasma guys how they blow themselves up with their stupid little sun guns. I bet they think they're so clever. A little bit of Bengus, Gengus. Hey Jim, how you doing? If it isn't my friends, Barry, Jim, and Clebe. They sure bit the bullet. Isn't there a secret around here somewhere, or am I just like imagining things? I like how the game gives you grenades even though they're absolutely just like, you're never going to use them on a bunch of mooks unless you're feeling like, I can't be bothered today, just do a big old stretch. It takes one bullet, man. That's what I call a bargain basement deal. Wink. Oh. This is like one chainsaw hit, basically. Nice. I never did the math. Is this it? No, it's another place. I'm not going for all the secrets, we're just having fun. We're just clocking in 9-5. Actually, they're gonna chase Chainsaw, everything else is secondary. Hey Jim, hey Jim. Hey Jim. Hey Jim. Oh hi. Oh hi Mark. Get a load of all this Timothy Bimothy's. You guys better not be clocking in for a 9 to 5er. I wanted to do a cool thing and I failed because I'm dumb. I should do the cool thing there. Where's the pickup again? Where's the... What item are... Oh, there it is. Gosh, that thing just fades into the background. No. You're a loser. I mean you plural. Because you've just gotten cut down half. Get it, get it. Ooh, that's good job. That's one for the books. I don't know how long the game makes you use the Boltgun. Actually, I hate it. Absolute garbage decision. Hey, do you happen to drop a grenade or something? No? Oh well. Man, I clocked in too early today. A little bit of Hengus Springus. A little bit of Chengus Bengus. Get a load of that Bingus. Hey, boy! Hey, boy! Give me that. So much to see, so much to... So much to... So much to see, so much to do, so what's wrong with taking the Backstreet Boys? Oh, I don't have one of the fun ones. I'm sorry I'm being a little lax, dude. I dropped in the dropship without getting my coffee first. Nah! You see that, man? I bet he did. I bet he's feeling a little silly right now. Today is take your gun to work day. Technically, so is every day. Sir, could you walk a little closer? Thank you! Man, that's one hell of a smooch. But you can explode a grenade by shooting at it? That's new. Let's give it another... No, first we gotta take care of this boy. Actually, let's give it a go. If you do want to have grenade shooting abilities in your game, by the way, you definitely want to invest in giving them a slightly bigger hitbox. Just doesn't work as nice otherwise. Hi, dude. Get out of here, Jim. Jim, I understand you're pissed, but... A little bit of Hangus Gangus. A little bit... Oh, there's a Creel Exterminator. There's a barrel there, right? There you go. There you go. That one you can phone home about. Get out of my... Oh, that's the wrong one. I don't have a crack in it. I thought I would have. Oh well. Well, to the warp with you, I guess. Man, I hope my lack of enthusiasm for work isn't going to show up negatively on my job review. Silly lady's going to be like, ho ho ho, you weren't smiling when you gave him the good old-fashioned smiting there, buddy. And I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then they yell something like, for the Emperor! Sure, buddy, if that's how you feel today. Buddy? Wanna have a little chat there, buddy? And good Jim and my buddy, and also Tim. Can I pick up like an ammo thing? Shouldn't I just have ammo? Always remember to cut him clean in half. That's how you make no mistakes. They do make a mistake attacking those guys when they got a chance to retaliate, because they will. No one is kind of bad about things. I like his gumption, though. Oh gosh darn it, I missed it. Performance review is gonna suck. I'm not gonna have the fun moment where it's like, ooh, Yoink. Oh no, excuse me. The modern parlance is yeet. I haven't integrated it into my vocabulary. Pardon me. Vimeo game, I could do with a few like health pickups or something like that. Oh yeah, there's this guy. Yoink! Excuse me, it's yeet. Modern parlance never fails to confuse me. Time for yeet battle. You're in battle. Bring it on. I guess that's a reason against picking up like upgrades for the Boltgun, isn't it? Because like the Boltgun can also get special ammo pickups on top of everything else. You know what it yeets like? Yeeting someone. Nah, it doesn't work that way. Just doesn't work, man. I still want to say it. Oh, do you know what it yeets like? Yeah, man, get the Sir, I do not have time for your shenanigans. I've got a meeting in 5 minutes. Give me that. Ah. Dude, don't fall off. I've got a bone to pick with you. Oh no, it's Captain Keys. Captain Keys! I just wanted him to know how I really felt. With a kiss. Ha! Nerd. Tried him's best. But when is your best ever truly enough? I thought I'd see Timothy Bimothy again. I was under the impression this was a post-Timothy Bimothy world. Hey, dude! No, we're not having the chit-chat right now. We're not having this chit-chat right now. I got places to be, sir. Sure, I'm having a chat. are these single ladies that I've never heard in my life before? And why are they not in my area? Yoink! To quote the great philosopher Duke Nukem, eat shit and die. All that shit is just kind of flying all over the place. Make a quick save. I forgot to make them. He's not going to be nice about it, is he? I did. Really should have taken that power nap when I had the chance. Why am I even doing this? Level 1's like right here. I'm gonna reset anyway. What's this? Someone sent me a telebananagram? What's this about? I'm having a moment where I'm saying lol to someone. Also, my room's way too hot for this. Like, my headset's making my head all sweaty. I'm so sweaty! I need a minute. To de-sweatify myself. To apply the appropriate medicaments. Oh! Ooh! Ah! Ooh! There you go. There you go. Oh, it's the nurglings and the hurglings and the gurglings! Nobody likes those goobers! I don't care if it's considered heresy, my dude. Do you know what it feels like loving someone that's in a rush to throw you away? Well, do ya? Hi, nurgling. Hey, gurgling. It's just gonna hole up here for a hot minute. A little bit of Angus Gangus, a little bit of Changus Mangus. What does it all mean? We done? Cool. Isn't like one of those things a panel or something? Or am I just like imagining things? No, it's what's down here. Sure, plasma. I mean, we're gonna get some use out. I need to hold on to some special Boltgun ammo if I can for the last area, but that's not for a bit. Actually, wouldn't the Boltgun upgrade be slightly nicer considering how many Hurglings and Gurglings there are? I mean, the Plasma Gun is like fine against the Big Frog, but he's not the reason that fight sucks. Shotgun again? You know, with the shotgun again, a lot of this is like close quarters, and I never really give the shotgun a time to shine, so... Don't screw this up for me, shotgun! Well, you and I are gonna have a very long little chat about things. Like, the Plasma Gun gets stronger, but does it really get that I mean, it's a really good burst weapon. It does become a really good burst weapon. Shotgun does have a little more flexibility, though. And they're all like, you know, we'll put you on the clock for like 1 or 2 minor Exterminatus in this area, and you're like, you know what, I'll sign up for it. I can show up for 1 to 2 minor Exterminatuses. And then the Tech Priest goes, actually, we're going to need you for like a couple extra hours off on the side. Can you not make mention to this, to the Emperor? And I'm like, oh my god, man. You are taking a lot of abuse out of my good nature.
Like, oh, hey, by the way, can you chip in a couple extra hours off to the side? Don't tell your boss about it.
I forgot that this makes Plague Frogs into non-issues. Which is really the reason to take it. Man, I had a butt. What a weirdo. People don't like to talk about this, but when you become a Marine, they take out your butt. They just pull it right out. Detachable, you know? People just don't want to talk about that part of their anatomy. And I understand why that might be. It's a little awkward, really. Let's get the key and let's bounce. Genghis Khan. Sir, I need to reload. Can you give me a hot minute? Thank you. Guess it really is a matter of whatever weapon works for you, huh? What are you doing back here? Having your own little adventure, are we? Just having so little adventure, the little guy. Man, he tried his best. He sure did. But in the end, it didn't even matter. La 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 la. See, this is why I want to get this upgrade, because there are so many It's the Boys out here. See, like the shotgun upgrade is nice, and it has its applications and uses. I don't know, I guess you can't beat that, huh? I have the high ground, Anakin. Shortly after that, Anakin Skywalker had every single hill in the universe just torn down. Elaborations were never provided. Other than that, he would become unconquerable should this task be carried out. Oh, this area always gets a little sluggish. It might actually just be the fact. No, then the bitrate would suffer if it was actually my computer having a little hot minute. Still don't know why the Plague Frog gave me so much trouble. Because it's me and you. Ooh. Got the spicy tickles. Sir, can we please give me like a minute? I got the spicy tickles. It's also very muggy in my room right now. I'm not having a great time, sir. So many vomiting sounds. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got a toad stuck. Don't know why. They just love getting stuck in that one little area. Start having a blast. Where's the big guy? Because there's a big guy, right? There he is. Ooh, it's so sweaty. Ugh. So where's the yellow key? Sir! Sir, where do we leave the yellow key again? Seems a little counterproductive, but you know what? I think you did that one before, didn't you? I think you pulled a stunt like that before or something. Ooh! Whoa. Oh. Whew. What's this? That's cute. That's so cute. Let me just see if I can. Yeah. How early do I want to pick up the power up is the question. It's too early and I'll miss a whole bunch of guys I can target with it. Too late and I might as well not show up to work today. Well, there's a special ammo down here, right? Yeah, that'll help. Where's the health around here, huh? Better or worse than Gene Stealers? You decide. Blow up your boss man because you couldn't use your gun properly? Dude, you suck. No 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 no. Oh, we're at the end of the level. What do I care? Move! 1, 2, 3, go! My baby don't dance around. The no fear ability. Jump at the end of a charge? Oh, that's awful. I hate that. What am I gonna upgrade today? I think we've seen enough of shotgun. I think we should go for plasma because I don't use plasma that much otherwise. Not that I use plasma all that much to begin with, but at least now one of its use cases gets a bit more seasonal or use. Like I know it's easy to think like the mooks are mooks, but they can tear down your health like anyone else can. Arrogant to think that they're somehow not that special. It's also fairly easy to think that like, oh, if I don't have the upgrade, then the gun doesn't work. Low ups can still pull their weight. Maybe not necessarily how I want them to, but they can still do it. Hey dude. Hey dude. Hey dude. And hey boy. Stoinkus, stoinkus! Ah. I should play that X-Slayer game. It almost certainly meets some of my expectations. Come on, dudes. When you see someone, you gotta go, ooh, ah, 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 ah. I can't do that right now because my throat's already a little mucked up, but the point stands. Da 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 da. Give me that. I've got places to go, I've got a rainbow to follow. Something, something, moving ahead. Something, something. Someone is dead. It's him. It's Hey Boy. Hey Boy. It's the man from the Mean Game. Ooh. A reason you felt the need to tell me about that, or I just like being a cute little history buff? Because I didn't ask. Don't underestimate the plasma guys. Their sun gun is as sunny as yours in terms of disposition. You know, show up to work, you do a little extra work, you do just give me a little off the top, just make sure a boss doesn't have to work with. They go, what do you get for? You get a couple more goons coming down your road saying hello there. What do I even do the extra work for? Oh, Autobots, you know the old saying, let's move out. So would you have been like upset if they weren't using the bones of martyrs or something? Would that have been a violation of something? Like, cause for concern? I need to know exactly what you're thinking up there, buddy. I like how there's just, you know, there's just a key. Just go pick it up. We're not like Doom, where every key makes has a point to it. Vengeance! I think that's the, like, wall-piercing one. Wall and enemy piercing. It's got a double functionality, you know. You can't hear. Oh, just making sure. Just thinking maybe we can do my fantastic jokes. My impeccable jokes. We're left in the dark, alone in the dark. To watch that LP because I recall looking at that game a long while ago. An LP at least. Let's go, my dear steed. Half of the time I don't even know what I'm shooting at. But as As long as it works out in the end, it's all right. It's all right. Take it easy. Slow ride. Get all the anti-air guns and blast them from the skies. I did. Oh, I see that little set of horns up there. Well, I did an all secrets run. You can look at that. Let's load it. Or you can just go on the guide if you really want to know. Otherwise, you can not look, because I might spoil something if that's the case. Imagine spawning in. First thing you see is a man with a very big gun standing directly next to you. I'd be afraid. No, I've done it before. I'm just having fun. Careful, or your gun might get super hot. Ho ho ho, good jokes, jokes and japes. Like all the cotton that's stuck in my ears. The video game is like, this is a cool effect. Ooh. I don't know where the exit is anymore. Just making sure everyone got their somethings. Here's some more bullets for the avid collector. Here's a whole belt for your heavy bolter. Every single one individually signed by the individuals of a certain what do I call it again? The legions of Astartes. So you can feel like they're right alongside you as you tear your arms off trying to use the dang thing. But you know what? If you're willing to use a heavy bolter without any of the necessary augmentation, more power to you. More power to you. Clearly someone's going to be in a world of pain. They're called chapters, because, you know, religious connotations. Ho ho ho! They kind of explode from the AoE. It usually just crushes them. Do they have that stupid thing where they're like, oh, he's an ambush enemy, he gets to be immune to indirect damage for a little bit so that he gets to survive in case you decide to be a little funny boy? Hate that. I think I've seen it happen like once in my entire life, and it always pissed me off. It wasn't so much that they were immune to AoE, they were just like, until the enemy decides that you have successfully sprung the ambush, it's just like, I can't be hit with anything, you clown! Ugh, that's not good game design, that's just being a prissy little baby. Oh, there's nothing more fun than playing Doom, and I get to cheese your little ambush. Players love cheating and getting away with stuff. Just teleport him in if it's such a concern. Well, this game's teleportation is a problem. This game is a serious issue with the teleportation being a little long. Like, for as much as this game has a lot of stuff that I don't like, in terms of like, you shouldn't do that, this is mean. It's just weird how enemies spawn in and then they're just standing around shaking their little butts at the camera for 50 seconds. Hey, listen, can I just shoot you and go on with my life? It's like, nope. I need to put my little gloves on, my little gun shooting gloves. Terrible idea. For many reasons. These guys have almost exclusively been distractions. I wonder what they're like in the system they're from. Let's look up the screamers of whatever and see what the wiki, the Warhammer wiki has to say. It's like, yeah, they're absolute dog shit. They've never done anything in their life ever. But man, do they soak bullets like a champ. thought about developing specific ammunition for them, but quickly realized that nothing ever came of it. No actual benefits were accumulated as a result of this research project. They're fragile, cheap, and there you go. They're not that fragile, this one at least. They got enough that I would call them, you know, mid-range. You know, having something that can just get in there and nibble on people's ankles, always nice. They have such complex names for something you forget about almost instantaneously. Although I imagine that normal people... I imagine normal people just call them screamers or, you know, whatever defines them quickly. They're not gonna recite their full true names in front of everyone. It's just rude. They evade damage as a... What does demonic instability mean? Does that mean that they kind of go into the warp a little bit like little sneaky boys? Like, oh, I'm only here 70% of the time. Don't worry about it. Love it. Absolutely loving it. Absolute one-way trip to Clown Town. It still gets me that I looked up Blue Ores, and they're just like that. That's actually what they're called. That's actually what they're like. What a genealogy you're gonna have. I hope the rules are not as complex as the rules for being incorporeal in D&D, because, man, 3.5 had some they really had some fun with those rules. Let's put it like that. What was it again? Like, spells have, like, 50% chance of affecting them, and in magical weapons do 50% damage. And for some reason, they keep them separate, and I don't know why. Or was it something... You know what? We're looking it up. We're looking it up. Ethereals also have a second set of stats. You know what? You know what? Go ahead. Lay it on me. Lay it on nice and thick. Well, I'll look up the ethereal rules. Incorporeal. Ethereal mass functions like, okay, ethereal junk becomes ethereal. There you go. Ethereal, along with your equipment. I love that it starts with face spiders and other certain creatures can exist in the ethereal plane. They are invisible, inaudible, insubstantial, and scentless. I love that they feel the need to specify scentless. Like, you're not touching anything, but, you know, even chemical reactions can happen. It's really what they should say. I know why it exists. It's because some people decide to take their dog along, and if their dog can smell ghosts. And then in Pathfinder, they made, like, an aura that's unnatural, which animals can... Here we go. Incorporeal. Incorporeal is different from being ethereal, by the way. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There we go. Like, I get why they're doing it, but it's so goofy. If they're on a wall, they have total consume. Of course they do. They're in a wall. That's just as much as being behind it. Although I think it's more... Oh, yeah. Whatever. Let's see. Magic weapons... God damn it. Magic weapons and spells, spell-like abilities, and supernatural abilities. And oh, Jesus. It's immune to all non-magical forms. You can't hit a ghost. You can't punch a ghost. Which is funny, because in Ironclaw, you can punch a ghost. In fact, in Ironclaw, specifically punching ghosts is the good idea. Or using magic. Because you have a soul, and your soul is in your flesh. But your sword is just a sword. But your hands are full of magic. You just punch them. I love that. It's so good, because it feels so much more logical than anything else. Like, I have a soul. Why can't my soul touch his soul? Rub up against them. Even if hit by magic spells or magic weapons, a 50% chance of ignoring damage from a corporeal source. So if you're still a flesh boy, good luck. Where's the 50% damage thing that I always remember about? Where's that like a Pathfinder thing? Did Pathfinder invent that because they felt they were being funny? Ugh, gotta go through all the... using purple. Purple's a good highlight color though. Nice and visible. Incorporeal. Incorporeal has 50% chance of ignoring damage from corporeal sources, but what's the 50% damage reduction? It's like they only take half, right? Or am I imagining things? Oh, swarms. The big problem I have with swarms is they don't fit in D&D conceptually as a game where the combat engine is meant to model like equal forces fighting each other. Like, why am I a comparable combat force to 8 trillion spiders? It should just be like a hazard. Pathfinder 2, he still makes them like that. Like, why'd you do that? Incorporeal. I have no body, and I must scream. Everyone always thinks that, like, a lot of things they're comparable, but they're not. There's a lot of weird stuff going on that's, like, different. Every time I notice one, I get a little... no, I think I'm just crack full of garbage. Don't know where I got that from. Corporeal spells infected. I was 50%. Yeah. Maybe I'll need to look for half damage. Because why would it say 50% damage when I can just say... vulnerabilities being, like... plus 50%. Who cares? No one wakes up for half. I want double. Way easier to do mathematically too. Oh, here we go. Even if hit by it, it takes 50% half damage from a corporeal source, and then they still have spells and effects do not. that do not cause damage, only 50% chance. But that's different, right? Because I just read this one, and it's like whole different. Here we go. Immune to all non-magical attacks, even if it's to ignore any damage. Okay. Huh. I like that they wrote an exception for. I read that I wrote an exception for magical, for holy water, because holy water is. What a weird thing. I mean, I guess Pies did it because they got like really annoyed by like 50% mischance. People don't need to roll 50% mischance twice because of ghosts in the wall. And you know what? I agree. Here's just in Pathfinder 1e, it's just half damage, and then 50% chance of just not working if it doesn't do any damage. Which is weird that they kept it like that. Why not just give them a +4 to the saving throw and go home early? Alright. 40k Warhammer Screamer of Tsinch. Please call me. Let's see. Oh man, those minis look cool though. Those look like, oh man, I keep saying that like the art in this game looks like miniatures, but look at these boys, the little manta rays, they're adorable. I love them. I love they got little plates, they got too many eyes in all the wrong places. They got so many teeth they're just gonna fly into your face and you're just full of holes. That's great. Yeah, see, people would call them screamers. Sometimes called sky sharks. I would call them sky rays because they look like manta rays, not sharks. They don't look like sharks at all. But I guess they do function like sharks. You know, sharks notorious for being missiles that fly straight into you. How these demons remain aloft, something of a mystery. I don't know, man. It's a demon. I think it's just doing whatever the hell it feels like. I mean, you're in a world full of psychers and magic. Why are you concerned with the fly? I mean, I guess the thing is, like, if you can figure out how they work, then you can ground them, and that would take out a whole element of enemies. So, you know, this is nice. Here, they even, like, they resemble the mythical range. Yeah, because Terra's all fucked up. Earth is just garbage. That's why they wouldn't know what a manta ray is. Fair enough. Our glimmering demonic that ride upon the winds of magic. That's adorable. Oh man, look, this art looks so neat. Skim pat-pats. Bites my hand off. In the realms of chaos. Ooh. Man, there's some cool ones on the wiki that are like white with green. Oh, those guys look so cool. Oh, they look so cool. A disc? He's got discs too? Hey, do you want to be a pog? Fight for me in pog form. Oh, they import and make moisture. Yeah, Terra isn't that why the Emperor sets... the Emperors don't like Terra. They import a whole bunch of wizards just so they can kill them, so the Emperor can go... sip them up with his little sippy straw. Every pog that has ever been made contains the soul of man. Yeah, the art, it is minis. Okay, I thought it was just like intentionally made to look like it, but if they actually are minis, then you know what? You know what? Doom tried to hide it. They're embracing it, and I like that. I'm ball. I'm 100% ball. I'm all distracted by thinking about this little darkness. Look at the cultist set. Oh, you know what? Let's look at the cultist set. Cultists. No. God dang it. Warhammer 40k, and then we'll look at the cultist set. Let's see if we can recognize these individual boys. The Chaos Cultists. That's got to be the ones, right? Let's take a look at these boys. You know, they do look a little familiar. But that's just like they all look brown. They all got that rustic apocalypse brown going on. Can't argue with that. You can't argue with apocalypse brown, you know. Even though history is entirely made by people who are like, let's add some color. Hey, did you know that this tree bleeds like a red blood-like paint? It's like, cool, let's make some clothes out of it, man. Hey, do you know you can melt down mushrooms? Like, yeah, baby. It's brown, but it's a cooler brown. It's a funky brown. It's a stylish brown. And then everyone who ever does like a historical thing, it's like everyone looks gray and beige and boring. And back they wore penis shoes, my good sir. If you do not know about penis shoes, you are not allowed to make any fashion from the medieval era. You need to know about the penis shoes. Which is to say that people wore shoes, apparently, at some point in history where they had little curly tips at the top, and it was supposed to be like, I've got a big penis. And all I can say about that is that if that is true, it makes every single person who makes serfs look like garbage. You know, get creative, man. Live it up. Ham it up. Have a good old yuckin' time. I forgot what this level is about, so we're just gonna pick up the sane option. To be fair, something you can kill that turns into more dudes is a very good tactical option. It's full of serfs. Serfs so poor they can't even afford the color beige. Can you even imagine? I always thought bolters just shot like really big bullets. Learning that they're actually shooting like little rockets is adorable. And here's an aspiring chap. And there he goes. Okay. Isn't this where they make apparently like the Civi 9/11 joke? That is not a Civi 11 joke. That's it. Why did I go with? Let me bring go there. A Stardy shotgun is different from a regular shotgun. You know what? Let's look it up. What? I mean, it does look like a very conventional shotgun. I mean, to be fair, what can you do with a shotgun, really? I've got a Deathwatch one in specific. Yeah, that looks like the Deathwatch one. Optimized for close quarters warfare, typically fought in space hulks with Xenos-infested asteroids, where they started. Fair enough. The Lucius Pattern Mark 22C semi-automatic shotgun. You know, the more words are in a gun's name, the more you know that whoever made it had a little too much time. Only Deathwatch squads. I mean, to be fair, if you're going into a spaceship, what did the Deathwatch do again? I forgot. I think they're like the spaceship guys, right? There's like a group of dudes whose entire job is to go into space hulks and fight the alien ripoffs. Goodness me, across this Sacred Art is censorship against all of these terrible Xenos and the many more besides. Basically, if you don't come from Earth, they'll come for you. Apparently. That's a really broad thing to be a part of, though. You think they would kind of split it up into you get the Tau, you get the Orcs, you get the Tyranids, and you make them a little more specialized. It fuels other defense squads. Fair enough. You know what? I don't know anything about this world, so... By this point, a tech priest would have put my brain into one of those servitor skulls. I can spit blasphemy faster than you can shoot bullets! I don't know if that's a compliment. Probably missed the Civi 11 joke. Ugh. I feel like they put that sewer segment in just to fuck with them, because it's like one area, and then later there's like a crusher, but that's not really a sewer, is it? I just rapidly fired a bolter into my bedroom. How fast would it clean everything up? Gosh, like everyone should be deaf, right? If a bolter shoots explosives, that's like a really good way to go deaf very quickly. They give Marines like special earbuds. Keep their ears nice and safe. Tech Priest, blessed earbuds! Vengeance are etheric. Excuse me. What the hell do you mean with that? The Vulcan rounds are heated. Oh yeah, the cool special bolter rounds. Bolter ammunition. That was a fun page to look at. Vulcan. Vengeance. Yeah, they're like the goofy bullets. Are developed by the heretic Astartes of the traitor legions, or they're for use against them. Unstable flux core that makes them hazardous to use, but is incredibly good against boys with big beefy armor. Nice. The Vulcan rounds. Not the Volker rounds. Oh, don't open Discord. I don't want to go to their Discord. Why does everyone glue their Discord to everything nowadays? Can't go anywhere without getting dragged into someone's Discord. Ugh. Kraken rounds are You know, just shoot the bullets harder. Just shoot. If you're dual wielding bullets, if you're dual wielding guns, you shoot one and then you shoot the other bullet into the other bullet to make that other bullet both heavier and faster. That's how it works, right? That's how it works. And if it's not how it works, then I don't know what the hell we've been doing with gun technology over the last 50 years. Man, I love that these people apparently have like infinite time to develop custom rounds for every situation. Some guy was like, you know, I really like bolters. We're gonna make them do everything. We've already solved the problem of gun. Get rid of that before that blows me up. They always like get like a little set on fire. I like that little goobers. No nuances. Oh, goodness me. Emperor's light is blinding. Isn't that how they navigate? You kind of look really hard for the Emperor. You squint real hard in the warp, and you'll see him. Or at the very least, I know that like warp technology will stop working on some level, or at least the way humans warp, if he goes away. Be fair, some weird shaman guy, whatever. He's gonna be Jesus if he ever dies. It really feels like the kind of lore you get when someone it's just never stopped writing. Just kept going. No one told him to stop. He's got a couple more pages to fill, a couple more hours to clock in today. I love it when I go to a wiki and I don't even know that like half the stuff I'm reading is like, oh, by the way, this is all like I think it was in Traveler where I eventually found, oh, by the way, like this stuff, I don't even know if it's canon, but it's there. God dang. Ship vampires that are made because they found this sort of living silicate plate electricity thing on a planet, and they turned it into AI or something, and now it's ships that are alive, and they're called vampire ships, despite not doing any of the stuff associated with vampires. And they evolve, like first they're like killer ships or spreading ships, and then they become mommy ships, and it's like, good job, Wiki. I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. Oh, let me look it up, because I just want to... Traveler. Vampire fleets. I love that the Traveler Wiki is just bright white Wikipedia classic. Oh, this is the virus. The virus. Symboline. There you go. That's a nice word. Virus limits. New era. So font or Jesus. But where's the cool one? Where's the funny one where it's like, oh, here we go. The virus standard strains. The suicide. And the suicider. Then you get the suicider inducer. And then you lose your monetization on YouTube because you said it was. Then you get the Samson, the Destroyer, the Reproducer, the Doomslayer, the Reproducing Doomslayer, the Empire Building, the Alliance Builder, then the Puppeteer, and then you get Mommy and Daddy. Or you have the X strains. Which are the hobbyist, the mom, and the god. Someone had a lot of time to write all that stuff. Like, just the names alone. Everything is hearsay. Until you get a bolter around in your head, they might as well not exist. Like, I say this, and like, if this was just like the summary on like a wiki page, that's one thing, but they all have their own little pages with like a little explanation as to what they are. And that's the part that gets me. That's the part where it gets funny. The Suicider. This strain of the virus is most straightforward, that it kills itself and the entire operating system is in very soon after gaining control, usually after sending out a few copies of itself. For obvious reasons, it's fairly rare, because it fucking sucks at its job of not dying. Because it kills itself. Suicide Inducer, an early mutation in Strain 1 in which a virus has decided to keep itself alive to infect other systems with Strain 1. AKA, it's like, I could induce more of myself if I just... One obvious result is Strain 1 that it sends out would have a relatively higher probability of moving into Strain 1's ace, just like dear old dad. Whoever wrote that page was having a little chuckle. He was having a little chuckle. The Puppeteer, which is Strain 4. The ultimate development of the Empire Builder line. On past the Alliance Builder to already so much. Oh man. But yeah, you can look up there's like an interactive page and you see this line of, I think it's, what's it called, the Tsar or something. And they got like this fucking line going to the galactic core of exploration. I'm like, it would take forever to get communications back from there, wouldn't it? Like, knowing how fast you can go. Ugh, and then there's the tech page. We're going to go to the tech page in like 5 seconds. The Zodani core expeditions, that's what I'm thinking of. There's an interactive map which apparently has them, and it's ridiculous. It's nuts how far that goes. 22k parsecs. Even with like some of the best ships, which are like 6, you're still talking about like thousands of weeks of travel, which is just decades. Could easily be decades. Okay, so tech levels, because tech levels are funny. Oh man, they recorded all of them. There's just tables upon tables of stuff. This article has a secret? I want to see the secret. The Sodani discovered a high-technology artifact they call the Star Map Projector, which they have used to launch their core expeditions. Oh, that's pretty cool. Like, is an ancient artifact, which was made by sort of people. And has both precognitive abilities. It can see the future as well as project highly accurate astro... Oh, cool. Of forward space from Sodani space. So there's a secret in the secret. What does that even mean? Grandfather wants to... What? To locate the primordials. Oh, someone is having a lot of fun with this. What's it called again? The tech index, or is it called like the tech? It's called tech level. Tech index is Mindjammer. Mindjammer's great. Beakies. What are beakies? Are they on the Traveler Wiki? Because if so, I'll give them a look. While I'm here. Tech level. Okay, so... Oh, there's exactly 3 worlds at TL16 in 1105. Vincensis, Phasis, and Ganivar. I love how at some point it's like, I don't even know what this tech level is. It just kind of is, and I think it's like every 3 tech levels you jump up in jump space technology or something stupid like that. What was it again? There's like a whole bunch of garbage going on, and it's like, oh, your jump space goes up in by orders of magnitude. Now you can go 10, and everything I think about is like, that's just goofy. That's you're being a silly Billy right now, aren't you? Ooh. Ooh. Do you want to hear about someone's Kardashev ratings? That just sounds like something I shouldn't be talking about. The Planet Scrubber Age, the Psychohistory Age, the Dyson Sphere Age. These are great terms. Psychohistory is the study of psychological motivations of high... Oh, so you're going to figure out how people work. The fine art of psychohistory. They are a beaky helmeted space marine. Oh, the guy on the cover. Oh, that's just... that helmet looks so silly, if only because it's like all white and his armor is like gold and blue. Such a standout. Let's get back to the game. Enough talking about like goofy lore and goofy games. I'm not saying it's something you shouldn't do. I just think it's funny. I just think, you know, you're having a good time. Have a good time. Don't let me ruin your fun. If anything, I'll have a good time reading it later. Is that not the meaning of life? I mean, he'd probably disagree. But I don't listen to people who are missing their heads. They are notoriously bad at thinking. The Ultramarine wear white helmets. No, I guess you gotta tell them apart somehow, huh? I mean, if you're like a random grunt soldier in the guard, there's really no difference between the two. In both cases, you're fucked. Because that guy doesn't care. And he shoots literal little baby rockets out of his little big gun. Collateral damage? What's that? That just sounds like more damage. Sergeant specifically. I like how that lady in the beginning was complaining. I only have one, really? Gosh darn. I ordered the whole set. I got all the minis and everything. I do think it's kind of silly, and I think I mentioned this in my LP. I think it's silly that like we have 200 health and 200 contempt, but I'm like, you know, we are like the biggest, strongest, and probably like super augmented boy. Logically, 100% doesn't cut it. 100% doesn't cut it anymore. But I've also had kind of a problem with like this is like dumb esoteric aesthetic, like lookalike stuff. It's if you go with 100%, you for like 90% or so of it, it's like 2 digits. That it's 1, but you can do 0, 1. But you gotta have space for that, for the 1 for the 100, and that messes everything up. And that only shows up 1% of the time, technically, numerically. In terms of play, it depends on how your game is organized, of course, which one shows up the most. But you know what I mean. Out of the way, I'm a war vet. I get a 20% discount. Joink. I keep forgetting to use my vortex grenades. Which I love how it's just a skull. You throw a skull at people. Suck them up. Like, this time it's not even that I'm conserving them. I'm just forgetting that I have them. What would be more terrifying? A heavy bolter that just explodes on your skin, or a heavy bolter that burrows into your skin and then explodes? I think we all know that the answer doesn't really matter if a rocket burrows into you or not. If it goes boom boom. I love videos where they like stop for a hot minute. Like stop for a hot minute and look at something. And they do it. That really feels like he's like, oh, I'm so clever with this one. He's just a clever little boy. Oh no. It's boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. We'll spend the night together from now until forever. I don't have time for that, but we can try. There is a damage up somewhere in the back. So we can pick that up later when we're ready. Where you at? Hello? I mean, to be fair, considering how much... These body parts are located halfway across the state. It's a typical classic bolter incident. tell by the fact that some of them have been launched into orbit. A low or high orbit. There you are. Get out of here, you little goofy revenant. I don't even want to know what the screamers of Slanesh look like. That just sounds like a bad idea. Sir, give me a hot minute. Boom, 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 boom. Hello? Hello? Hi, dude. Well, that went nice and buttery smooth. Right, pushes back ambush. Oh, I've never been down here. Oh, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff down here. Cool. But that's nice. Clothes are getting a little cooler. Is it just me, or is it getting steamy in this armor? I need to turn on my little fan. Just sits there for 5 minutes, like wiggling his little wrist gauntlet armor things, trying to find the AC button. But I keep finding all the secrets. Let's see what people in Discord are yelling at me. Oh, it's that person. Oh, no. I've been lured into something. Life support does all that. Well, that's some good life support. I mean, to be fair, considering these guys apparently fighting like giant ships filled with metal forges, it makes sense that they would have that stuff. To be fair, the idea of like... Actually, if you can make the technology to like gather heat that efficiently, because like the big problem with spaceships is that they have a, of course they do, but like in space it's very hard to get rid of heat. So if you could actually turn that heat into like forges and stuff, that would be kind of cool. Like just like the heat transfer required. Like I don't know if that's possible by current science in a way that makes sense. Heat pump systems, probably. Yeah, you could do it. You could probably do it. I don't know if you want to spend the infrastructure on it, because that just sounds like ridiculously expensive in terms of the piping required to do it. And spaceships are on a pinch. Spaceships and submarines are like the most miserable place to be as a human being. If you want to suffer, you go on either of those two things. Trust me, you will hate life faster than you can count on your fingers. I gotta take care of something though, because unfortunately, I know some people who are very cute, and they're very adorable, and I give them little pat-pats, but they also require my attention. Please ignore the sounds. Please ignore the sounds of hardcore pornography happening in the background. I was kidding. It's Darube Sandstorm. God, why was I suddenly switching to Dutch? Why was I trying to say it in Dutch? It doesn't even start with an S. It starts with a Z in Dutch. Zandstorm. That one said with an accent. Not even the right one. Actually, you know what? I actually would like to see like a to scale replica of like a bolter round, just like a bolt. Just like see what it's like in my hand, and then think about what it would be like if that thing shot. Because I get the impression that they're big enough that when they were in your hand, you'd probably be like, "That's not a bullet." You know what I really like is for 3.5. Apparently, a thing they did for all the books is those things you see on the front. They actually made models and took pictures. And then they put them on the front. Like, those covers in 3.5 are actually things they made. And that's adorable. That's great. Nowadays, they just put some shitty art in the front. And they call them GM Core. And they put on, like, oh, it's the player handbook. Here is monsters that are doing the cool stuff, and the players are being cowards. Like, God damn it, Pies, what the fuck are you doing? Listen, I don't want to be the guy who says this. But, like, Paizo, you need to take a big, long, hard look at your player core book. 1, calling either of those books core is shit. 2, GM, abbreviation that no one knows. What the fuck are you talking about? People know DM, not GM. Finally, the player core cover is a giant fuck-off dragon about to beat the shit out of some players. That's not good. You want to have a bunch of cool guy players swinging at monsters, going, "Ha, we are winning!" and I'm casting a spell, and I'm stabbing a guy in the back. You know, you want to have the classes. Instead, it's like the dragon takes up so much of the space. Even the problem is the dragon is bright red, and everything else is this washed out blue, and the main characters are this sort of dimmed orange and brown. And I think the rogue in the bottom right stands out a little bit, but the dragon and his vibrant red are capturing the scene. Like, the players are not important here, obviously. I shouldn't be the person to tell you. That your cover art sucks. Because I'm like a baby artist? I know how to draw a little bit. I can draw like a funny picture. A little bit. And I know like basics of color theory. But I shouldn't be better at this than your in-house designers. I don't have like years of experience or anything. It just doesn't look like Like I said, what I would do is I would make the players vibrant, and I would make the environment kind of bleh, and I will put some cool sweeps on their weapons as they swing through things. Like, if you're gonna be an anime game, and Pathfinder is going really hard in the direction of, like, over-the-top anime-level action, have the sword swings, man. Have those cool, like, tracers on the weapons and everything. Like, they're already doing it with the spells. I don't know what it is, but they really love having, like, the cleric lady, like, swinging her magic idol out, and there's, like, cool magic effects happening around her. That feels like it happens in every book and every cover. Never stops. Anyway, I gotta take like a $5 to talk to some people. If you hear me loudly grinding human bones into a bone grinder, that's not a bone grinder. Don't worry. I'm grinding gravel for my yard path. And not for a grave, because you would fill that with dirt, and you would probably want to add some materials that would decompose the body or help it properly absorb. If I were to get rid of a body that I had recently ground up, maybe. If not saying, just saying that if you hear the sounds, that's me forgetting to mute myself. This is the part where I forget to turn off the text, and this is just on here for like the next 15 minutes. Gosh! That sucks. That happens. Like, I know Exterminatus isn't gonna be Nightmare mode from Doom, because that was just like the biggest bullshit mode ever devised by mankind. But on a second playthrough, it's not that much more. My glasses! Dear Tech Priest, I don't want to have glasses. Can you please give me some new ones? Dear Mr. President. I'm cracking my knuckles. Oh, no. Please. Oh, my knuckles won't crack. Ah! But there goes that comedic masterpiece. Well, I guess this one's under his virtue then. But I'm a heretic. Strange to have someone in my stream for once, though. What a novel and enticing experience. Although, admittedly, there were a lot of people when Xylo was up, but that's like a whole different person. That doesn't count. And I annoyed them mostly by yelling about Dungeons & Dragons. As you do. You know, as much as people like to go like, why are there explosive barrels all over the place? 40k Empire world feels like the kind of place where that would just be the case. Where some jack-off tech priest is like, just put him over there, I guess. Just put the highly explosive goo I ordered over there. It'll work out just fine. Oh, I got... You know what? I don't show this one off enough because it does have its merits. It doesn't give you any damage increase. But the utility of it can provide its own damage increase because you use the gun more. There we go. Gosh, so weird to fire this gun and I'm not like immediately slowed down to a crawl. You know, if someone ran at me with this, I don't know if there's much more terrifying. The idea of someone running full speed at you with a rocket launcher, I'm pretty sure that's like one of the scariest things a human being can be. Because a rocket launcher, like a high explosive weapon, feels like something that should be more contemplative and more precise in its utility. Used in precision strikes and all that, because, you know, the ammo is heavy and you have to carry it around. For someone to just lackadaisically throwing it around implies something that you don't want to know. Shouldn't the champion spawn at some point? Let me just double check and make sure my volume's up. Oh boy. Hope I didn't undersell my boots there. I need to Uh-oh. That's it here. That's... There we go. There he is. Getting to wonder where he would show up, dude. Did I see like another dude around here? I thought I saw like a pinky walking all the way in the back. Not like a Doom pinky, you know, like the endearing term used for demons. They're just called demons in Doom. Like the little hounds guys. I need to hit that button. Oh. Turn them off. Why that button's there, I don't know. That feels like one of those like garbage achievements they can add to a game. Like, oh, find all the switches and turn off all the TVs while you leave. I mean, I kind of be into it though. Just like as like do it a couple of times, you know. Those are always a lot cuter. Like, just show that you know this is a mechanic, and then we can do the 8-hour long bullshit version. God dang it. Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know what it feels like? I always do like it when I get someone on the stream, but also I especially love it when that person knows what the hell they're talking about. Sometimes they get very angry at me because I just don't get it, despite their distance, despite the fact that they are obviously groomed. Fun though with Tyler. Having a stream game. It's gonna be Zelda. Reclaim the Wild. I got a whole idea for like a little village, a couple of big plot beat storylines and stuff. There's some basic stuff to start off. Oh heck, I'm getting shot in the back. Did you know? Make sure all your guns are reloaded. Like, this effect is so obnoxious. I would like to point out that while this effect is obnoxious as all heck, I kind of like it because of how just in-your-face bold it is. It is unapologetically, this is what's going on, dude. No apologies, no camaraderie, only the facts. You got like so many shrines just commemorating people who died. Sounds to me like you have a little issue keeping people from dying. Just pointing out. Not pointing any fingers, just saying the facts. I'm a clone now. I will say that this game has a lot of juice going into the shooty parts, and that's fine. I just don't know if it needs this much juice. Because on some level, I just can't enjoy this much juice at once, dude. I only have 2 eyes. Rare time where I haven't fully reloaded my weapons before I ever started to leave. Usually I'm more precise with that stuff. I think I'm a clone. This was supposed to take like an hour. Yeah, well, actually I was expecting an hour or 2. Like 15 minutes a level. Ish. I think I'm a clone now. I love that they put that with the ammo box. Like, why? Hey, here's a full ammo, and here's some extra ammo on top. Yo, man, heard you like ammo, so put some ammo with your ammo. Where is the purple door? What a coincidence, they blew this up exactly on the fault line. Like, I really gotta focus my attention to make sure that I'm not seeing like bullets flying. Oh. Should have gone for the plasma. It's Lord of Cringe. It's a lot of extra bolter ammo. It really is a lot of extra bolter ammo. Oh, no, see this side. It's over here. I'd say it's a bad pickup for the boss fight, but I will say that's one that I'll never personally use for this fight. Power to quickly clean up minions, I guess, has utility. My throat's so fucked up. I forgot to look at some other things of that person. I think I'm a clone now. Such a weird opening, though. Like, is the idea like, oh, well, you know, it's like the beginning of the level, so the player probably isn't on high alert. Wait a second. Wait a hot minute. Wait one gosh darn secundi. God damn it, player. Hello? Oh, heck. That's a good, nice screenshot. to kind of conserve on my bolter because I'm noticing that it's trying to make me chew through it if I use it too much for this. That was a wash. Was it a wash, or was it 10 secondi? God. The fact she didn't get it! That it was just saying 10 seconds! Ah! So for context, I ran a Call of Cthulhu game once. As you do. I think it was called Viral. It's a fun one. It's in Modern Cthulhu and everything. And at some point, they meet up with an Italian militiaman who has like a box of grenades and is like 10 secondi, as he explains how they work, because the grenade has a 10-second countdown timer on it. So he's like, hey, you've got 10 seconds once you pull the trigger. Pull the pin. Oh, that's cool. There's like a little fog that kicks in. But yeah, for some reason she thought that was his name or something. I didn't even know what the frick was going on in her brain at that moment. Yeah, it's our vortex grenade of the level. Oh, it's like what? Little half containers. They're just for little babies. Little baby containers. Place your child within. Oh, this guy spawns in the floor for no discernible reason. I think that's the exit. What? Someone say something? The warp like one of the worst. Oh, I found the boss, so I kind of want the burst on this. It's just a nice default option, you know. If you're like, I know what to take, you take that, and you're generally speaking kind of fine. Where is this guy? Like I saw like a hit, the game go like, oh, there's a blue horror in front of you. This is his hit bar. I don't see him. Where is this mysterious Joko? Not worth it. Tell me why I want a mysterious Joko. Man, I do feel bad that they broke up. But on the other side, it kind of sounded like they weren't really having a good time either. May the mysterious Joko lay within our hearts forever. Gosh, it's so bold and bright. And obnoxious and weird. It does capture it. It's such a simple trick. It's just like a place where the skybox appears to do it. I assume that's what they did. That is the easy way to do it. Because I parted from 10 secondi. How the hell did Claire pull that off? That she blew up an Elder God with a box of grenades. I guess the Henderson syndrome is just very strong when you get to moments like those. It's like a laundry list. She could have used the plasma gun given how dense they were. Oh boy. Almost there. Almost there. First. God, I hate you guys. I think me turning it around made it go crazy. The way this works is you go through a couple of times and they eventually end up at like this part. Then it's like, oh, there's some stuff over here, and they look over there, and they jump over there. No, we're actually supposed to be here, right? We go down there, and then this hitbox is like extra large to accommodate for that. It's very easy to get in there. Give me a moment, I got it. just want to stream for a few hours. See? This time I forgot to turn off the text. Like an idiot. Anyway, this fight sucks, and I'm gonna quick save because I'm bother with this. It's actually not that tough once you just get the power up at the end. And then they're all like, good job, but there's more work to be done. But that's that. That's chapter 1. That's all I wanted to do today. That was fun. Sorry to awkwardly cut it at the end there. Maybe some other time we'll do this. Oh, wait, no, I can't just hit the asterisk button. I have to click the button.